sitting here watching my own video on my cracked phone. I'm out here in the woods, but I lost service. What's going on, world? It's your man Pat Caesar, Seasallauto LLC, mobile mechanic and roadside services. We out here right now in a beautiful country. Let me get a big old view. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. And this is actually that car that I told you I had to come back and get from my last video. It's a beautiful Volvo S60, and he just blew the motor. So I'm gonna kind of split this up on how I'm gonna do it, because I gotta get up out of here. Mosquitoes are crazy. You know, alligators kind of lurk like right there, and snakes, moccasins, all that good stuff. But we gonna get into it right after the intro. So I didn't understand the importance of having these at first, and I still need an assorted kit, but I actually went and grabbed some of these. I just happen to have one that I marked for an 06 S60, what I believe is the same one that I got here, toe eyes. So there's a couple things I want to talk about in this video. First, the importance of having these things extra and handy, because the customer, I asked him before he left, did he have one? And he checked this out of his car. He did not. Does it fit? All right, yeah, baby. It does fit. That is great. I made sure I put it in there tight. You don't want it to get too tight, because you don't want to not be able to get it off, but you also want it tight enough to where you know, you can adequately pull it up without it stripping the threads whenever you go to let it off. So there we are. Probably put on gloves. You know, I like my gloves and all. My wife likes it more. But matter of fact, I'm gonna use this very toe eye. So, you know, I'm working on some things right now. This is my Fast Toe Pro series, and I was actually supposed to be working at my shop today. I got my transmission done in my other vehicle, and now I am kind of just waiting. I gotta wait for this car to go by. Right? People be so mean, like, right there, you don't see me waving at you, you know what I'm saying, for no reason. Like, people are just sometimes very mean. A couple things, man. First, importance of carrying those toe eyes. It's very important. People don't have them, and honestly, what I found out is people steal them. People like legitimately go and steal them. Like, if they changing your tire or something like that, or, you know, unhonest tow providers, you know, when they go to do something like this, and sometimes it's just an honest mistake, they might just throw it in their truck, but the honest mistake usually does not go meaning that they would actually return it per se, even though they know it's not theirs. You know, it is what it is. I get it, but at the same time, when you want to need a situation like this where you kind of need one, thank God I just happen to have one. One of those things that I learned, nobody told me. If I had a snatch truck, it wouldn't be a problem, but of course I don't have one yet. So you know, you run what you brung. Being prepared for the occasion, man. Ain't nothing like having an opportunity come by and you ain't ready to capitalize on it. Trust me, this has happened to me. That has happened to me way too many times. It's not very fun. Just so I ain't got to bring out that winch no more, and we want to put it this way since we're pulling. Yes. Very difficult at times to record all this at the same time, so I'm gonna just put some tension on it first, and then I go back and put it in neutral and all that. But we should be pretty much ready to rock and roll. There we are. We got our tension. I had already came out here to get the keys from the customer. This is why I actually need to stay. Come on. Oh, I guess that don't work. There we are. I should have asked if this worked, but we leave it like that, so always toe that down. Emergency brake is off. Got our strap down. And some people might say, oh, this is bad, blah, blah, blah. It's really not. Like, I'm literally just gonna readjust this once I get it up a little bit closer. Let's stick my valve. There we are. This way. That's why you want to be able to get this down so you can turn the wheel. Because I don't have a remote. Would be nice. One day I will have a remote button winch, like an electric one, and I'll be able to do this. Now, the next thing you want to make sure, man, do not watch this clearance, because these valences here are front bumpers, spoilers, not the bumper, the spoiler itself, super expensive, especially for something like a Volvo. So we want to make sure we on here good. Yep, we're looking good. And once it gets on here just a little bit more, I can readjust this now. And making sure that I'm centered, making sure that this is not actually touching. It's great. We'll go ahead, put on my e-brake for a second, come back here, release the winch. I'm showing y'all how to get the bag. This is the free 99 tow lecture. I probably shouldn't even be giving it out, but you know, man, shout out to Florida, man. People be tripping about the mosquitoes and the heat. I couldn't imagine doing this in the cold. I would be in another career for sure. I would for sure be in another career, because I'll deal with the alligators and the snakes and the mosquitoes. And the mosquitoes suck, especially that we got genetically modified ones here. Look it up yourself. There's no cap with that. The government has released genetically modified mosquitoes in an effort to control, it's always about damn control with these people, the mosquitoes that have put a plague on the environment, quote unquote. But at the end of the day, it's just control. And it's probably they genetically modified mosquitoes who actually they're trying to control now. So let me stick that. I stuck that throttle on purpose just in case y'all are curious, and that way I can still be able to pull. So you see we got a few inches of clearance. That's what I want. I'm just trying to verify before I go any further. Straighten up the wheel. Wheel straight, because at any point I see any flexing or anything like that, that's why I always bring the camera out too. I love to have video document evidence, so they can't say I did X, Y, and Z. And so what would happen, let's say this was too low, right? What you would do is put a piece of board or something right here so it can lift the car up. And I learned that from way back in the day when I used to slam cars. If I could find a pick, I will. So that's getting a little bit low, but we ain't too close yet, and we almost up there. So I say if it gets too low, I'll stop and put a piece of wood down, which is getting a little low. I don't like that. So let's go ahead. Rather be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? Especially I'm recording it. It ain't like I'm trying to incriminate myself. I'm just giving y'all a game, baby. And realistically, one side being lifted may be enough. As you can tell, these two boards are different sizes. And that's okay, because I'll put something else here. Should have just used one long one out of the day, but whatever. Alright, there we go. How much we in? 9 minutes. Man, if I had a snatch truck, I'd probably be going already. But it's okay. Now watch when it gets on that wood all the way up. Boom. Look how much more clearance we got. I don't know if you can appreciate that on the camera, but you got that much more clearance. That makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Slow and strolling because I got the PTO turned down. Now that I know it to clear though, go ahead and gas on it. Fun fact, the guy, I made a video about my first motorcycle tow, and the guy in that video who was a dick to me at first, years ago, when I first actually went to go buy a tow truck, actually, before I go any further, make sure you put the e-brake on, grab the keys, put them in your pocket. And I learned this from another YouTuber years ago too, but not this whole thing. The thing about the tow truck, I was actually gonna buy a snatch truck from him. This was probably 10 years ago. I mean, I can't tell y'all how long I've actually wanted a tow truck. Like, you have no idea. When I say this is a part of my dreams, and now I'm working on building or buying a second one. Problem is finding somebody who actually wants to work, because the government's playing daddy to everybody and then making it hard for people. I mean, but who could, you know, who can blame them? Who the hell want to go work for $10 an hour when I can sit at home and make 18 and be chilling? I'm gonna show y'all what type of straps I use too. I'm giving a lot of game in this video, a lot of game. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it and say, listen, stick it. I'm gonna go back and put this in. Let's watch to the end. Maybe I'll get a brand deal one of these days and actually promote the company who I got these from. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, these things are the truth. And another tow guy actually put me on to them. But these bad boys right here. And I'm gonna do it one hand. No J hooks. No mini cluster. Boom. Digital. Here. And it might be a little bit hard to do it one hand, but I basically can. As you can see, it's on the wheel itself, over the tire. And once I adjust the strap, there we are. I had to use two hands, but I basically did it with one. And boom, just like that. And I will ratchet strap it down. Oops, like this actually. Pull it. Oh, Pat, you sleeping? Okay, let me get this on. But yeah, that's the basic gist of it, man. Super easy, probably be a lot easier on the other side. But there it is, man, there it is. And we 12 minutes in and we loaded the car. And if I wasn't holding the camera, it probably would have took almost as long. I might have saved 1 minute, 2 minutes, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Thank y'all for watching, man. Like, share, subscribe. Any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments down below. If y'all want to get on the course, I got a course coming out right now. You can get on the pre-order list. Or if you want to just get the book version to the course, you can visit me at Seasallauto.com and go ahead and shoot me an email over, or just put in your email address and you'll be added to the list. When it comes out, you'll be first notified of it, man. I promise you I'm putting the heat. I'm gonna show y'all how to get a 5-figure bag, straight up, like straight up. Because if you watch the whole journey, you know where I've been, you know where I'm at, and y'all ain't seen nothing yet because I ain't even finished on the things that I got started. So y'all stay tuned, rock with your man, hashtag Seasall, hashtag Fast Tow Pro. I think we out of here. Until next time, mi gente, be pro mundo beneficio siempre. Peace.